Welcome back to Creepy Joints, where I talk about horror, rock music, and just life, and all weird stuff in between. Thanks for joining. What a better place to talk about haunted hotels and Italian zombie films in a Yorkshire cemetery. Lucio Fulci made a zombie fight a shark. Unreal, innit? If that doesn't deserve a remaster, what does? Back in the day, we were watching Fulci on old fuzzy VHS tapes, hidden away, watching it with mates at parties and stayovers, closing curtains. It was like we were doing something really illegal. We were watching contraband, if you like. Did you see what I did there? Today, we're unboxing Zombie Flesh Eaters and the Beyond. Brand new releases, stunningly sharp on brand new Grindhouse and Arrow special edition releases in 4K. 4K. Lucio Fulci. Ooh, it'll freeetenin. Alright everybody, today we're looking at unboxing these two beauties that I've just got through post. Zombie Flesh Eaters 4K and the Beyond 4K. Let's have a closer look and see all goodness, shall we? Yes, so I first heard about Zombie Flesh Eaters from my uncle, who used to rent it on video. Now he said, do not watch Zombie Flesh Eaters, Jonathan, it'll freeeten thee. And that stuck with me. Now what he did were, and this is absolutely crazy, he allowed his kids to watch it when they were young, right, on video. And then when they went to bed, they were scared and they were freeing. So he got them to sleep. And then after a couple of hours, he popped back in the room with two ping pong balls on his eyes. And he went up to them, and they was terrified. They were petrified. And that's just a bit of insight into Yorkshire parenting how it used to be back in the day. Crazy, innit? Daft. Seeing this, by the way, sidestep, this is an absolutely glorious book. Fulci, where he started out, some films that inspired what he did, and really good insight into his cinema and what he's brought to the table over the years. It's an absolutely glorious book, this one. That's Beyond Terror, the films of Lucio Fulci. Yeah, that's Beyond Terror, Fab press release. Lucio Fulci goes for a fair bit of money, this one, when it's out of print. I think it cost me about 40 notes. It's a lovely book. Right, here we go. Both of them come separately, but they've come in space of a couple of days between them, so I thought I'd do this unboxing together. Just look at it. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Look at that nice box, protected well, and let's get it out. Ooh. This is the Arrow store slipcase that I ordered. It's slightly different. There's two you can get, but this one reminds me most of the video. 4K restoration from the original 2-part negative. You've got 4K UHD Blu-ray. There's tons and tons of extras that I'm not going to mess about and go too far into, so this is kind of like what it looks like. And you get it out. Zombie 2, obviously that was international title. Just one disc, and that's the 4K disc. Some nice postcards. Black and white pictures that would make a nice, you could frame them, couldn't you? Is here, look you boy. That's one of the paintings that I've had done as well. I'll have to show you that another time. But reversible, like I said, sleeve. You've got that one. That design looks familiar, I think. So a nice booklet. Is he a look boat zombie? Right lad him, innit? The Ecstasy of Dean. Poster. You've got Zombie 2 on one side. Flesh eaters on another. Yeah, there's tons and tons of extras. 2012 documentary. I'm not sure if some of these extras that were on the previous release that Arrow did a few years ago. I'll have to double check and see what is different, if there's anything different in terms of extras. But it does look like very comprehensive. But just one disc in this one. What would be absolutely amazing is if they did... Arrow did a release of... Is it Don't Go in the House? And they actually put the disc on a limited edition of the VHS transfer, which would have gone down a treat with collectors. But yeah, this is what it looks like our box, essentially. And that's what it's meant to be, out at boxes. You're meant to watch it. So don't keep it locked up forever. I don't think we've experienced any disc rot with Blu-rays, have we, or 4K, but yeah, they're meant to be looked at, they're meant to be viewed. Is that too light? I don't know. Yeah, they're meant to be enjoyed. I was lucky enough to meet Ian McCulloch. He was in Sheffield for the Sheffield HorrorCon many years ago. And I queued up to meet him because he's a star of zombie flesh eaters. And it were a real privilege to meet him. He was very humble, very nice. And he asked me a question pretty much straight away. And he said, why do you like zombie flesh eaters so much? What is it about this film, Zombie Flesh Eaters, that you keep going back to? Why do you love it? And I said, well, what it is the special effects for the time were incredible. The zombies are pure nightmare fuel. They're absolutely disgusting, repulsive, horrible-looking, shuffling, slow zombies that stink. I says, and to be fair, me and my friends, when we watched it, said, I bet them zombies stink. And that film kind of stinks, doesn't it? In a good way, right? So Ian McCulloch said, oh my God, he says, you're not going to believe it. He said, we used to complain on set that the set stunk and the zombies and the special effects were putrid in the smelt, and some of the cast were sick by it. I couldn't believe it. Oh, fantastic that. And I really liked that bit of interaction that we had. Really lovely chap, Ian McCulloch, if you get a chance to meet him. Really nice. He's been in lots of films, you know. He's a really good actor and a lovely bloke. So it's all back together. It's a nice release. I'm very happy with it. I shall watch it again. I have got a very naughty release of this film, which is a scan of the 35mm, which is restored to 4K, which I like watching on a big screen like a cinema screen. It's not official, but I've got that because like I say, I'm an idiot with zombie flesh eaters. I just keep buying it. Buy it on Nambread, I buy it on Betamax if I could get a copy. Anybody selling their Betamax version, give us a shout. Now, did you know Quentin Tarantino says about this film that the zombie versus shark scene is the coolest fucking thing he's ever seen on screen?
If anyone cares what I have to say about it, they can Google me. And they can look for 20 years what I have to say about it. I haven't changed my opinion one iota.
There you go. Now he knows his shit, doesn't he? I love Tarantino. I love all his films. There ain't a bad one. Name me a bad one. There ain't one. Go for it. Alright then, you're saying Death Proof. I don't agree with you. It's alright. He's not made a bad film. He knows his stuff. And listen, this is legendary. Zombie vs shark, underwater, all them feet down, what, 50, 100 feet? Hey, probably that's why he likes it, Tarantino. He likes feet, doesn't he? So yeah, this is zombie vs shark scene done by Angelo Mariano. So it were a scene that I explained I wanted on painting. So Angelo's a fantastic artist. He's in America at the minute, I believe. And yeah, I'll put a link into his artwork. He's absolutely captured this stunningly. I absolutely love it. It's a centerpiece. Zombie vs shark. Honestly, it's a serious question. How can you top it? A zombie fighting a shark underwater? Nobody breathing, I tell you what, you'll hold your breath watching it yourself and all. Petrifying. Unbelievable, right? I bought The Beyond on Elephant Video from a car boot in Skegness. Shaz is laughing in the background, she remembers. I paid too much money for it back then, I think a tenner. And I was hoping that it were going to be uncut version. And I got it home, played it, put it in my VHS player, censored it, were cut to high heaven. So, like you do, I taped over it with Japanese uncut, I think it was Japanese uncut laserdisc, and re-edited my tape. Just for spite, I think. Just for spite. Yeah, so this obviously is the uncut version. Again, it's been uncut for many years now, but it's just such a nightmare-fueled, weird film. My son Leo absolutely loves The Beyond. It's a Grindhouse release. Grindhouse, if you didn't know, you probably do, is a label that was partly set up by Sage Stallone. So you could say that the son of Rambo had something to do with this release.
Woe be unto him who opens one of the 7 gateways to hell, because through that gateway evil will invade the world.
And on to The Beyond. The Beyond. This comes in what you would call, probably, I don't know, I think it's media book, the correct term. But there's something like 6 discs, is it? One. Look, this is the composer's cut that I'm dying to see, because I've not heard the full vision of Fabio Frizzi's reworking. I guess I'll be one of those that might watch it and think it's great, but prefer the original. I don't know. Look, L'Aldila is Italian, the Italian name for The Beyond, and I think that means afterlife. So there's an original theatrical version, composer cut by Fabio Frizzi. The Beyond original theatrical version. Oh, that's the Blu-ray version. Yeah. The Beyond extras, you've got Katrina McCall, David Warbeck, looks like audio commentary, trailers. Yeah, see, US, 7 Doors of Death. Yep. Beyond, more archival interviews, still galleries and extras, disc 4. 7 Doors of Death. So this is disc 5, and this is the release of the cut, which is 7 Doors of Death. They were real spiders, all real. Well, a couple were cotton wool, but these spiders, the way they filmed these spiders and the way that cinematography were done, it was groundbreaking back then, weren't it? Groundbreaking. So we've got disc 6, the composer cut. Oh, that's the CD. That's cool, because you've got the CD soundtrack here of The Beyond on in a composer cut. Brilliant, really good, absolutely tip-top release. This one. Look at this. You can't beat Fulci. You just can't beat him. What a boy he were. Hey, I'm telling you now. Tarantino loved it so much, he gave it a release in cinemas. He gave it a release with Grindhouse, and he was the one that pushed it back into cinemas and got people all buzzing to see it again, the way it were meant to be seen, uncut, in the cinema. Terrifying. Yeah, I'm really happy with these releases. I will say this though, the Arrow release is nice, but Grindhouse is where it's at. The Grindhouse, if the Grindhouse do a Zombie Flesh Eaters as good as this, I'd have to buy it again, I think. It's where it's at. Perhaps Fabio Frizzi will do his score again, although I don't want him to, in my own way, a selfish way, because I think it's the best score ever for any horror film is Zombie Flesh Eaters. Yeah, right, enjoyed that. Decent vlog that, I reckon. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Try to be a bit clever using a couple of different cameras to get close-ups, and I'll do these sort of unboxing videos when I'm not up to walking about. You know, if I can't get out vlogging, I'll do more of these. So yeah, really thanks to everybody that's tuned in to watch this. If you could drop us a comment, what's your favourite Fulci film? What's your favourite horror film? Is it just me stuck in past, or were the old times the best? The golden age of horror for me, late 70s, early 80s. Subscribe if you can. It's free. I'm trying to get really trying to get over 400 or up to even 400 subscribers. That'd be amazing. That's my target for the end of the year, because it's a small channel, still growing. Thank you very much for watching. All the best. I hope you enjoy your week ahead. I hope you enjoy watching films like I do. Respect.